So Genesis 5 then just gives us kind of another recount of God creating Adam and Eve in his image, and then they had their son Seth is who it goes to and through, and then the genealogy lists in Genesis chapter 5 from Adam all the way to Noah and well, his three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And I think the few things that we can learn from this is number one, these people lived a long time. Like I think most of them in this chapter live over 900 years, and so imagine these people and what they could just experiment with and develop, and the kind of technologies and the things they could figure out in 900 years. So, these were developed people, these were intelligent people that could certainly come up with some interesting stuff. And just how great was it they got to spend that much time together. But then how sad that they had to die because of sin and leave each other. I mean, we're talking, like Adam, he had Seth at 130. And he died 800 years later, and so that was 800 years he got to spend with his son. And I think that's another testament to God's grace, that when Adam and Eve sinned and he told them they were going to die, he still allowed them to live a long time. And then, of course, we don't live that long now. And then two more things I'd like to mention is, number one is that I watched a video by Chuck Missler, which he's one that I would recommend adding to your people to listen to. But he has a video where he takes the name meanings in this chapter and he puts them together into a sentence, and it actually spells out a prophecy about Jesus Christ. So I recommend you look that up. Look up Chuck Missler and Genesis chapter 5 name meanings, and you should be able to find that. And then lastly, that if we take these numbers literally, we can actually, through the genealogies in the Old Testament, we can get a good estimate of how long ago God made Adam and Eve, and even how old our universe is, if we take it literally, that those are 24-hour days, and that these genealogies, even if there were some imperfections, especially here in Genesis chapter 5, it's very clear with the numbers that you can count back that actually our earth is only about 6,000 years old. Now, I know that flies in the face of a lot of secular scientists, so I just want to encourage you to check out what a lot of other people are saying, because that's not the only story, and there's so many smart scientists out there who do believe in a young earth. So I just want to encourage you to investigate that for yourself, and to find out the scientific data that they're coming up with that proves that the earth is young. So when you've got different views, you've got people looking at the same data just interpreting it differently. And so I like Answers in Genesis. You can go to answersingenesis.org to check them out, and just see the other side of the story, because maybe this is something you haven't investigated and you just assume what you hear through secular scientists is true, when that view is very young in itself, that the earth is billions of years old, that the universe is billions of years old. And so I recommend you just look at some other viewpoints, because there's some very intelligent people who believe in a young earth. So I encourage you to investigate that.